Hello, and welcome to this podcast dedicated to key moments in the history of France. Today, we'll be exploring a major conflict that shook Europe and the entire world. The 7 Years' War, which took place from 1756 to 1763. You'll discover the origins, the course, and the consequences of this war, especially for France. So, make yourself comfortable, and let's dive together into this intense period of our history. The 7 Years' War, often described as the First World War, originated in geopolitical and colonial rivalries between the major European powers. At this time, France and Great Britain were at the forefront of the race for colonies, with their conflicts for dominance spanning both America and India. But tensions did not end there. In Europe, the Holy Roman Empire, Prussia, Russia, and Austria all sought to assert themselves in the region. The traditional alliance between France and Austria against the rising power of Frederick II of Prussia also contributed to the growing hostilities. The war broke out in 1756. Hostilities began in Europe but quickly spread to the colonies. In North America, known as the French and Indian War, France and Great Britain fought for control of lands in the Ohio Valley in Canada. The French forces, aided by their Native American allies, achieved initial successes, but British reinforcements and their superior naval power soon shifted the tide of the war. In Europe, battles were also marked by complex alliances. France supported Austria in its conflict against Prussia, but the Prussian army proved formidable. The battles of Rossbach and Leuthen in 1757 resulted in defeats for the French and Austrians, highlighting the military strength of Frederick II. Beyond Europe and North America, the 7 Years' War became a global conflict, with clashes in the French and British colonies of Africa and India. In India, British forces under the command of Robert Clive won significant victories, weakening French influence in the region. The French defeat in 1757 at the Battle of Plassey was a major turning point, marking the beginning of the British colonial empire in India. The losses and financial pressures from these intense battles were substantial for France. The conflict proved long, costly, and difficult to sustain on multiple fronts. After 7 years of struggle, the warring powers were exhausted. In 1763, France, Great Britain, and their allies signed the Treaty of Paris, officially ending the 7 Years' War. The terms of this treaty were disastrous for France, which ceded almost all of its colonial empire in North America, including Canada and Louisiana, to Great Britain and Spain. In India, France was also forced to abandon its ambitions, while Britain strengthened its influence. This loss of empire and prestige had profound repercussions in France. A sense of decline took root, and the financial and political tensions resulting from this war helped set the stage for the French Revolution a few decades later. Thank you for listening to this episode dedicated to the 7 Years' War, a key period in the history of France and the world. We hope this overview helped you better understand the stakes and consequences of this conflict. If you'd like to discover more fascinating moments from our history, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss an episode. See you soon for more historical adventures.